Hey guys, what's up? It's Audra and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So this year I decided that I would continue the tradition of what I did last year when I filmed my 21 things I've learned now that I'm 21 years old, and do it again this year and do 22 things I've learned now that I'm 22. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I have a whole list written out in my notebook right in front of me, and I'm just gonna tell you the 22 things that I came up with of things that I've learned now that I'm 22 years old. So let's begin. Number one on the list, and number one for a specific reason, is take care of yourself, because I, in the past year, have done a lot of traveling, a lot of moving around, and I sometimes would like let myself go a little bit so that I could get other things that I thought were more important done. And I think this year, being 22, I don't want to let that happen again, and I really want to focus on taking care of me, you know, when we're doing crazy things and when we're on the road and when we're, you know, doing the stuff. So that is number one. Number two is it's okay to have fun, because guess what? You're only young one time, and who's gonna tell you no? Literally nobody. So have fun, do the crazy things you want to do when you're in your 20s, and just roll with it, because I just want to have fun while I can. Number three, I have know your limits and your boundaries and set them. And this is in all aspects of life, but specifically being 21 and going out and doing all of this stuff. I think it's important to understand what works for you and to make that happen while you're specifically going out. Make sure you know what you can handle. And I think that's like a big deal, whether it be how much you're drinking or the people or how much social interaction you want to have or whatever. Just have a limit and a boundary for yourself, and when you start to feel uncomfortable, then that's it. Then you're done. You leave, whatever. But I think that applies to all aspects of your life. But specifically for me, that's like the situation I would compare it to. Number four is stand up for yourself. I think I have always been a very like shy person, and I feel like I'm kind of like growing into myself and my confidence more as I get older. And I think it's really important that you stand up for yourself, you stand up for what you believe in, and you stand up for what you want, because sometimes that's what you need and sometimes it's very important, and when you don't, it can be very detrimental. Number five, this one's kind of a funny one. Even if you think you aren't tired on tour, you are. So sleep. There have been nights where we are driving and I'm like, guys, I'm not even tired. I'm not even gonna go to sleep. And then I stay up the whole way to the next like city or whatever. Wake up in the morning, absolutely just exhausted. Voice hurts, like sick from like getting no sleep, like horrible. So even if you think you aren't tired, you absolutely are, and you definitely need to go to bed and close your eyes. Number six, go see Taylor Swift. Best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Number seven, don't take time with your friends for granted. I think in this past year, we have been gone a lot and our friends have been moving around. You know, we put out a song called Where Are You Now? And it kind of has the same theme as this, but I guess it's just kind of cherish the time that you have with like the people that you love, because sometimes they can be gone in a matter of seconds. So just don't take it for granted. Number eight, have people you can rely on and have a good system of support. But also number nine, never rely on anyone, which kind of is like a little contradictory, but I think having a good support system and having people to rely on, number eight, is a good thing. But number nine, I don't like to rely on anybody for important things in my life. Like, I like to have control over what is happening. So I think they sound contradictory, but I promise they're not. It's good to have people to rely on, but also you should be able to do things on your own, and you shouldn't have to rely on anybody else. Number 10, TikTok sucks. I literally hate that place. I don't know. I hate TikTok. That's all I have to say. Like, it's fun, but it's the most toxic social media platform I've ever been on in my entire life. Maybe next to Twitter. Number 11, never stop practicing. You can always keep learning and keep getting better. I specifically started taking voice lessons again in this past year from a girl you guys have probably seen on TikTok, speaking of. Her name is Emily Kristen Morris, and she is currently the Elphaba standby on Broadway on the national tour. So I started taking lessons from her, and I have felt so much better in my ability and much more confident in my own voice, and I've been able to play back to back 3-hour, 4-hour shows and come out completely fine, which is like really exciting, and I just feel like my voice has become so much more healthy. But basically what I'm trying to say is you can always get better at whatever you want to do in your life. So keep practicing, keep learning, keep taking opportunities to learn, and don't ever give up on yourself. Number 12 is splurge on yourself, because sometimes you deserve it. That's all I have to say. Number 13, getting older is weird. I had like an existential crisis that I was turning 22. In the days leading up to my birthday, I was like, I don't want to not be, I want to be 21 forever. I don't want to be 22. It feels weird. Like, 21 was like a big birthday, and I feel like after that everything is just kind of like the same for like the next 10 years of your life, and I'm just like, it's weird. It weirds me out. It doesn't feel like there's a change anymore. Number 14 is give your body time to rest, because I am a very like go person, and I've learned in the past year that sometimes that is not okay. And I will just like get run down and get sick and not feel myself, and I just need to like take a moment to let myself rejuvenate and take a day to like relax and really like focus on me. But yeah, give your body some time to rest when it is asking for it. Number 15 is watch movies. I never used to watch movies, and now all of a sudden I watch movies all the time. This is like a stupid one, but yeah, I hated watching movies. I was like, this is so boring, whatever. And now I love it, so watch movies. Number 16, don't be afraid to meet new people. This one is a big one for me, because I think for all of us, not going to college was like kind of weird, because that's like the transition in your life where you like meet new friends that like people have college friends that last them a lifetime, but when you don't go to college, you're like, how do I do this? And you're kind of like afraid to put yourself out there, because you are not doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, especially in a position like ours. People don't really understand that, but I think I just kind of had to get over that hump of like, it's okay if people don't understand. Eventually they will. And now like everybody who's my age is like graduating and taking on actual real life, real world jobs, just like us, in kind of a little bit of a different way. But yeah, I think just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Number 17, find something to care about just so much that it like consumes your life. I think I take for granted how much I love my job and what I do, because there are times where it can be stressful, and it's a different kind of stress than a desk job or a 9-to-5 or whatever, because it feels like sometimes you're not even doing anything, and you're like, why would I be stressed about this? Why is this making me upset? And it's just because you care about it so much that you would hate to see anything happen. And I think that everybody just needs something like that to just feel. Number 18 is get inspired in any way that you possibly can. I think for these videos and for writing songs and whatever, sometimes I don't get inspired, and I do stupid little videos and I'm like, oh, this is not what I wanted. Like, so do things to make you inspired to do something great. Number 19, change is good. Don't be afraid of it. I, obviously, as you can tell by this, am afraid of change, but it's a necessary evil, as I will call it. Sometimes you need change, and sometimes you need a change up in your life. Number 20 is stay tidy, because I'm an absolute mess, and my room is always a mess, and everything's a mess, and I need to get better at that. So that's like something I've learned, but also something I haven't really done yet, so I need to do that as I'm 22. So tune in next year to see if I actually completed that task. Number 21. 21 is fun. I had so much fun being 21, and it felt like a year of just like fun and exploring and friends and all of the good things. And it's weird to be 22 because I just had so much fun being 21. But number 22 is look forward to the future, because even if it seems weird or you don't know what's gonna happen, it has to happen. And I don't think anybody should be thinking about the future in a negative light. I think you should try and be optimistic about all the good things that are gonna happen to you in the future, and that's what I am trying to do right now as well. But look forward to the future, and cheers to 22. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't already, make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss an upload every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye! See you next week.